shitpost in general that I made about Steven Universe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's great. It was like, MLP ends. Steven Universe is next. We're all gonna laugh at them.
No, wait, not.
I will.
Fools.
Because it's like an epilogue season. Like, who cares?
Yeah, Paleo. Who does epilogue?
Yeah, but one episode.
Breaking Bad did an epilogue.
Like, for a whole season, though? Like, come on.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
If
I just don't know where they're gonna go with it. I mean, I guess they're gonna have, like, Jasper as a villain or whatever, but yeah, whatever.
But Jasper was a good guy.
Yeah, but
No, she wasn't. She was kind of mad.
Yeah, but in that, like, in that intro they released, like, they show, like, Jasper and a couple other people, so.
Oh, yeah, they showed the Lapises. I remember that.
Yeah.
We need a villain. Jasper, you're evil again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, we're streaming now. So, hi, everybody.
Is it on YouTube streaming?
Yeah, here, I'll link.
Okay, let me wipe my face. Okay. Live streaming.
There you
Come join the channel. Alright, let's see. Hello, chat. I remember when Derpy had a derp deep voice.
go.
I remember when Fluttershy was a tree. Oh, God. You know what's funny? Is like, I was thinking about this the other day of like how season one came out, the amount of times I rewatched that in that summer. It was just like literally like an everyday thing of just like, I can rewatch this entire
I was like,
season.
I want to watch this episode, and then like when I found friends that also like watch the show, like you and Saber and Hero and everything, like you're like, oh yeah, let's watch an episode. Like,
yes,
this is all we have at the moment.
This is all we have at the moment.
But now there's like
let's watch these AMVs.
Yeah, now there's certain seasons like when we were rewatching with Katie, where it's like, oh yeah, I forgot this episode.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think like all of season one, I remember every episode of season one just because I spam that shit. I spam rewatching that. But then like season 2 and season 3, I was like, oh shit, that episode did happen. Oh crap. Reminiscing. Come.
Yeah. So now we're seeing like the reactions to people who waited to watch the finale because
we were naughty. We won.
Yeah, because
see, what's funny is like we were naughty, but like it still gets you.
Yeah. Thing is, like it back when it leaked, there seems to be two sides. There's sides that like, oh man, I cried, and there's the sides that's like, this is stupid. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, there's a fair amount of people that really don't like the finale.
Oh well, fuck them. Go watch Game of Thrones then. That's something to bitch about.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Go watch Dexter. Yeah, and I don't mean Dexter's Laboratory. So yeah, yeah, just go watch. What else? Crap.
Oh, Edman.
Go watch Star Versus.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Edman had a super chat saying, "Thanks for the reminiscent stream I asked long ago." Oh, you asked for a stream like this? I mean, it was inevitable that we would.
Yeah. That's his day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
should we talk about how we all first met each other? That's a reminiscent thing.
Yeah.
Tell about how Saber. Tell the story of how you hated Paleo at first. I love.
Yeah.
Let's. I want to tweet out that we're doing this. Let's just keep warming it up, and then we'll hit some stories.
Yeah. I'll
okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna tweet it out too because I haven't tweeted it out yet.
Yeah, I'll tweet it out too. Reminiscing with the boys about ponies. Reminiscing with the boys about Starlight because get it, the boys and Starlight.
That's great.
With the boys. PaleoSteno, Saberspark. PaleoSteno, Saberspark.
Yeah. Reminisce about the times on Brony Breakdown. We used to do a weekly. We used to do a weekly podcast. I don't know how we did that.
Truly a testament to how much free time we had.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting because I listened to some of the old podcasts. I was like loyal archived. I think every single one of them actually. Loyal went all out on that stuff. I'm glad he did that. But I listened to it and I'm like, oh, I bet I sound terrible back then, and it's true. I did sound terrible, but here's the kicker. I'm like, wow, I won't sound any different, really. I still sound terrible. We did one once a week. I remember doing the live streams where I did like had like Saberspark's basement. And I did
I remember that. Stream. And you would watch those movies.
Well, dude, I got like more people showing up to that shit than my actual live streams on Twitch nowadays.
Yeah. Like that was weird.
I remember playing Amnesia and I broke like 100 viewers. Now I'm like, that was back in 2012. That's impressive.
Yeah. I remember that.
Hell, I'll take 100 viewers today. Tonight.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, we're at 97 viewers. We're almost over 100.
Yeah, we're almost at 97. I remember that one day, like, back in 2012 when all of us watched the very first Goku versus Superman debate on your fucking live stream.
Oh my god.
It was like we had like everyone there for that because it was like everyone was hyping it up. What was that old talking service we used to use that wasn't Discord, but it was like with it was what?
Oh, Mumble.
Oh, Mumble.
Mumble. Yeah, Mumble. Yeah, that was what we used to use. Yeah. Those were crazy days.
Yeah, it's nostalgia all around. It's funny. Like, okay, I'm gonna open up the video here so I can see people in the chat.
We got over 112 viewers.
112 viewers hearing us talk.
Yeah, the only thing to make the stream better is Hirosashi. Hirosashi has not seen the finale yet, so he's not going to join us.
Yeah, sadly, he has to wait.
Yeah.
Hirosashi's a traditionalist. So it's fun looking at the chat and seeing names where I'm like, oh, I know this person. Oh, yeah. I guess, like, ponies came at such an interesting time during, like, internet culture because when you look at, like, the 2000... Okay, I'll start it off at this one era and I'll move it along quickly. So, like, 2002, 2003, that's shit like Newgrounds and Funny Junk and Something Awful and YTMD and that shit kind of existed in the mid-2000s. It wouldn't be until like 2000 and like maybe 7 and 8 where you started seeing the mainstream sites start to establish themselves a bit more, like YouTube, Facebook, and shit like that. But it wouldn't be until the early 2010s where that shit started to finally really take off. Because like if you look at like PewDiePie passed 100 million subscribers, I think he had a million back in like 2000 and like I'm sorry, let me start over. As in the top YouTube folks in like 10, 11, and 12.
They were all different, I think.
Yeah, it was like Epic Mealtime, Niga,
Smosh,
Higa, Jenna
Smosh
Marbles
was up there.
Smosh, yeah.
Well, and the numbers were relatively low. And it's a testament to
Ray William Johnson.
Yeah, William Johnson when he used to do stuff.
It's a testament to how big YouTube has become, how people en masse went to the internet to have an online presence, because that's one of the biggest game changers from this decade. Like moving into the next decade, if you're looking at this current one, the internet. Damn it, the internet did not really blow up this decade.
Right, it did.
To a scary degree, both like in good ways and bad ways. But going back to ponies arrived at a time right when mainstream internet was starting to like take off, where it's like, ponies are like it was almost like this. What's it called? Like an environment that's kind of closed off, like in a jar. I need to look it up. But like, it's like its own little habitat of like creativity, where everybody was so hyped up to be a part of it. Yeah, and it's like, I just want to make shit. Like
I remember like when I first like joined the fandom back in 2011, and then like in late 2011 there were like some bronies that were like, oh man, I miss it in the good old days, and they're like, the show came out a year ago.
Remember that? That reminds me of what we were talking about. You made that post where it's just like, when did you become like a fan of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and
Yeah.
people were talking about like, oh yeah, well 2011, 2012, 2013, and then this one motherfucker, because I said May 11, 2011, and he was just like, I became a fan back in June 2010. I was like, you lying bitch, because it didn't start until October 2010. You fucking it's just like, you don't try to at me with that crap.
The word I was trying to find was microcosm, and I'm not sure if
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah,
right
yeah.
one or not. Because it, which is a community, place, or situation regarded as encapsulating in miniature the characteristics, qualities, or features of something much larger. So basically, like, I brought up that entire internet history to say that in the early 2010s, there were a lot of folks where it's like at that time, the big websites were kind of ripe for the picking, where it's like, okay, get
Yeah.
out there and make content. There's also a following to back it up. There's also more editing equipment and programs and ways for people to make things and put it online. Because if you look at this decade compared to the last one, like this one has so much. I mean, rightfully so, because time goes on, technology gets better. But like, I struggled so much to make YTMD shit back in the day. I'm like, oh, I'll take a Google Images and throw a caption over. That's the best I can do. And now, like, I'm a little bit better, ever so little bit better. But it's fantastic to see how these people, like, because I mean, I'll address the elephant in the room. I know ponies. There's a stigma for it for folks who like the show. And folks give it a hard time. But if you clear all the bullshit of folks who are like, because it's a weird fandom, and it's unorthodox. That's for certain, and it's got a reputation. But if you carve down to the folks who just genuinely enjoy it, and it's harmless, it's just a bunch of fucking dorks. The same way with Steven Universe or Star Wars or whatever, just dorks. Mm-hmm. I swear to God, every time I go to these conventions, I'm in elevators. You have some folks who aren't associated with the convention going, so what's this about? And I go, okay, imagine Star Trek convention, but pink. That's ponies. That's
exactly.
Ponies. Like, genuinely. And it sucks because it's the same thing with, like, the Sonic fandom. You get some sour apples who ruin it. Every fucking fandom has something that sucks because humans suck. And that's just literally any facet, unless the community is so small. And at that point, it's not even really on the radar.
But the Saddle Rash fandom.
Yeah, exactly. or races, the Chip and Dale fandom. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Acorn Cafe.
There you go. So, I mean, because if and I will call it out for what it is, like if it's actual bullshit, but for the majority, because there are some fucking awful people in this fandom because they're just fucking awful people in general, even if they weren't in this fandom, there's bad people who showed up. But the majority of the people who I've talked to in this experience over the years have been really nice people. They're, there's awkward people, but I was like an awkward person over a mean person any day.
Right.
Yeah. My favorite pony is Fluttershy. Here's some Fluttershy impressions. This is kind of weird, but whatever. Let's go.
Don't attack me on stream, bro. What the fuck?
Calling you out, Jaxblade.
Yeah, how dare you, Saberspark.
So I actually got a few chats here, super chats and donations from Streamlabs. Thank you for that. Nice. So yeah, one from Streamlabs from Evil Myra saying, so how long until the next series of horses? Supposedly Gen 5's coming next year, but we don't know when.
Yeah, it's kind of a mystery. I'll make this fast. Ponies, to the extent that it happened with this generation, will most likely never happen.
It'll never happen again. Not at this.
It was a perfect storm of internet, and
if it happened, the thing is, like, even if the next show is good and it gets its own like fandom and everything, it's not a surprise anymore. So it's like it will never happen again.
Yeah, that's what was like so cool about this. It was just like, I'm watching this show. It's like, what the heck are you talking about? It's like, dude, it's actually kind of baller. Shut the fuck. Let me watch one. Shit, that was funny. Let me watch it.
Yeah.
Shit, man. And it's just like there was like that little cool thing of like it latching onto you, like it grabbing you. Like I remember the thing that got me to like watch the show like religiously. First off, it was that Fluttershy clip because I was like I was expecting a big scream and it was a little, and I was just like, oh, this is adorable. And then like I just started watching fucking the Legend Cairo spawn, and I was just like, okay, just watching clips of him, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna check out an episode, and I just like I wasn't really paying attention to it, but then I was like, I'm just gonna sit down and watch it, and then like the first episode plays, I'm like, okay, that was entertaining, and it wasn't until the second episode where like they're all singing in the woods, like when I be this little filly, and then Twilight's just like, tell me she's not, and that broke me because I thought they were going, yeah, let's sing along, and it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you crazy? Like, what the fuck? It was just like that was hysterical, and then that was it got me. Like it was just like, okay, you got me. I'm gonna watch this entire thing, and like. Oh man!
Well, so they're almost like through the entire experience of like phases where it's like 2012. Oh, we're excited. 2013 and 14. Okay, we're excited, but there's now a bit more of like a community and like I guess reputation with like, oh, I'm this person in the fandom. You better know who I am.
I remember like when you made like, oh yeah, here's like 25 bronies you should know, and like people were like, where's the Living Tombstone? Where's Micro the Microphone? And, like Living Tombstone now is like huge.
Yeah, Living Tombstone is massive. It's so funny. Like so many people we know, it's just like, well, Saberspark, Black Griffin, Tomb. It's just like, oh yeah, like they all,
we
like,
know them. We know like Brief Faith is like voicing a lot of anime.
Yeah, she voices a lot of anime. Freaking
Rena
Rainbow Dash.
Though to be fair, she's from Newgrounds.
Newgrounds, yeah, originally.
Yeah. I mean, like freaking, what was that Rainbow Dash voice who's in every anime now? Fresco. Like she is so funny. Like it's just like, oh yeah, she was.
Oh yeah, so I have a couple more questions here. PXY donating a super chat saying, I watched all of Brony Breakdown when it first aired. Helped me make help make me a bigger fan because I mostly kept it to myself. Love this fandom and you goofs. Thank you. And then a Streamlabs donation from Rizzy. Saying Hasbro recently bought Death Row Records. I'll be expecting an NWA to write the songs for future G5 MLP show.
Niggas with attitude. Yeah, Erica Mendez, James Juicer. There you go.
I was going to say real fast though. To 2012 super excitement. 2013, 14. And a bit 15 was more of like the dust is starting to settle, and there's more of like a popularity contest for some folks. And I'm this person in the fandom, I'm this person in the fandom. And then like around like 2016, I think that was when a lot of folks were like, oh, I'm done. Like this is stupid.
I'm leaving the fandom.
Yeah, and it also happened in like 2015 a bit. But then like around like 2017, I think with the movie, I think a lot of folks like started to realize like, oh shit, I'm gonna miss this when it's gone. And so I get nostalgic for it. And then right now it's almost like a fucking kid, like, Dad, I love you, let's go play ball, and then go through high school. I'm rebellious, I don't need you, Dad. And then like finally grow up and have kids of their own, being, Dad, I love you, so I want to spend time with you. This is a good time.
I mean, that is so valid though, because I honestly. Like, I think of, like, how I love the show, because it was, like, back in, like, 2011 to 2012, I was obsessive over it. Everything was just, like, let me mention ponies, like, every single time. And then, like, after that, I just slowly started to be like, like, it's a good show. Then after a while, it's just like, man, I'll still catch up, but it's not, like, I'm not obsessed.
I'm not really in the fandom anymore. I'm not really
it was just, like, I'm just, like, super into it, but it's just, like, whatever. And I remember
I used to do that. Yeah, it was a thing. Yeah.
He continues to go to pony conventions, like multiple pony conventions a year.
Yeah, I only did that once. And then, like, it just, like, I think it was the T-Rex fight. The T-Rex fight got me, like, okay, you got me back now. Like, that's what the one that
Meanwhile, Race Best never changed one bit. He's like, I always loved this.
Yeah. I think back to, like, some friends. Like, I won't call out anyone in this, but, like, we're, like, friends with a few people in a certain Discord where they were, like, always, like, super hardcore about it. But then, like, one time they just completely just went, fuck this show. I'm not going to watch this shit anymore. Fucking just, like, who you are, Kaiju Man. I love it.
Want to see if the chat's got any questions?
Yeah, a super chat from Emperor Tiger Star just when it says, one, which season do you feel like the YouTube MLP analysis fandom began to decline? And two, please bring back topic cards for the podcast. For the topic cards, for the POS podcast where like I showed like what we're talking about. I think this format I just like better because you can see us better. But if it can find some room for like a topic card, I'll try, but no promises on that. But number one, which season do you feel like the MLP YouTube analysis fandom began to decline? Man,
3.
yeah, it was like right after 3.
Yeah, I would say I would say post 3. Yeah, during 3, post 3, but like after that, it just yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was like, man, I don't want to like say bad things about other people.
So you don't have to say names or anything like that. This is just a reminiscent stream, so it's just like you just
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, a certain person who had like their pony Sona like smoking a cigarette or whatever, like they had a yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, okay. There's Matt. Matt's like, do it, bitch.
Do it, you bitch.
Do it, you bitch. Oh, sweetie bitch.
And Isaac in the chat, yes, I do still like dolphins. I love dolphins.
Unfortunately.
You know, dolphins can't smell. I'm joking.
I mean, not really. They can't.
No, so that serial killer was right.
What serial killer?
I was watching this.
What? What? How's that linked to serial killers?
I was watching this Netflix. I was watching this like a movie on Netflix called The Basement, and there was a serial killer, and he was just losing his mind in the basement. He's like, "Did you know dolphins can't smell anything? Like they just whatever." And it's just like, "Why are you telling me this?" And then he off. And I was just like, "Okay." I don't know why he said. And back to ponies. Anyways, yes. Oh god.
In the chat, like, people are asking about who cried during the finale. I mean, yeah, I did. Like, when I first watched it, when it leaked, I was watching it with Kari, who's also in the chat, and yeah, we both cried. I remember, like, Saber, he said he was going to watch all the episodes, and he texted me on Discord saying, like, "Oh my god, I'm crying."
Well, because the first time I watched it was like, I just wanted to knock it all out, and I started watching it around like 2 in the morning. I wasn't done until like 4, and so I watched like the 2-part finale and then the epilogue.
Yeah,
and I like kind of paced myself with it, where I paused sometimes and walked away because I'm like, it feels like the end of an era. Like they even said that in the show.
Yeah,
and I didn't cry when I first saw the ending because it is over. The book closed. Now I'm like, okay, like bye, girls. Like it was a good show. But then I watched it again, and there's that one part of the final song where it goes ba da 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 dun 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 dun. You hear the chorus like pick it up like with that,
Yeah.
and then you hear the motif, and then the book closes. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm done. Like it still gets me emotional. It's well made. Like the entire finale itself was like. I thought it was satisfying. I mean,
it was very satisfying.
In an era of like, I mean, I'll be the first to tell you that I thought the final episode for Samurai Jack, I thought was pretty rough and rushed. And then you got, of course, Game of Thrones was a fucking disaster.
Oh yeah,
that's not even like hype convincing me. It's just for the rest of my life, I will look at that as one of the shittiest finales for a show ever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, Ponies was satisfying. Like, it was good. It was good.
Well, no,
yeah,
because I agree with you so much.
Yeah,
go ahead, Paleo.
I was gonna say one cartoon like that also ended this year that surprised me was like Star Versus. I was like,
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that was so mad.
Yeah.
No, because like the thing with Star Versus ending was like I wasn't minding the entire season. Like they had like filler stuff, but then like when they get to the ending, it's just like, well, maybe you shouldn't have had a whole fucking episode of Marco trying to get a wallet. It's just like yeah, you could have like led up to it's just to me like there was a bunch of stuff that it was very underwhelming. Like there's a bunch of stuff that's ended this year, like freaking Endgame. The way Endgame ended, just I thought that was, you know, if MCU was like, yeah, we're done with MCU movies, I would be satisfied, just honestly.
Yeah.
But then, you know, they're going on with it and everything's just like a bonus course. And with this, it was just like Invader Zim. Yeah, there you go. Invader Zim ended, I guess. Well, it had a conclusion, so yeah, good ending. Can't say I didn't like it. Yeah.
Cartoon endings have been better this year than actual like cinematic endings.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, again, like Endgame, I'm not gonna let popular like opinion dictate what I think. All I can say is that Endgame was satisfying. It was just a lot to take in, and it felt clunky. But when something is that big, I can understand why.
Yeah.
Like
That
to
all
me,
being said,
no, go ahead.
that battle scene though, when they came out, was fucking worth it. I'm like that. Chills.
Yeah,
that was
the
good.
hypest. Yeah, that was a screen.
Yeah. Got another Streamlabs donation from Rizzy saying season 3 was like the Dragon Ball GT of MLP FIM. It was so underwhelming.
How dare you.
Season 4 and 5 were pretty good though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, season 5 is because like season 1.
Yeah, I was surprised like how many episodes of season 5 when we were watching with Katie. I was like, oh yeah, that episode and that episode and that episode. Yeah.
No, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, I think for me, season 1 is I have such nostalgia goggles on for that I can watch any episode and just be like, okay, it's great. Like season 2 has like a lot of greatness.
Season 1, like going back to it, the characters aren't fully fleshed out yet.
No,
it's like they're starting to find their legs here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then like I think season 3 was the first one that I was just like, okay, and then like season 4 had a lot of like moments, and then like season 5 and 6 were a bit like, and then season 7, 8, and 9 they just were like, we got this, and
and Adventure Time ending last year. Yeah, like I like the finale of Adventure Time, though. There's some things I would change about it.
Yeah.
Like I think I like the MLP finale better than
It's
the
better.
Adventure Time.
It's Adventure Time. That should have been longer. There was too much going on.
Mm-hmm. This was 90 minutes, so they made that shit work.
Yeah.
It was satisfying because like, and also leading up to because one of my biggest like that's wrong, whatever. But one of the things I was concerned about with the finale is we haven't had. By the way, this stream will be riddled with spoilers, so take that for what it's worth, folks.
Yeah.
But we, all right, I'll give you 3 seconds. I'm talking about Pony finale spoilers. So 3,
5,
2, 1, whatever. All right, so I was wondering, like, why are we not talking about Grogar? Like, he kind of pops around, but we haven't had a Grogar episode. And being a villain who's been introduced into the season, I thought, okay, we should have at least 2 episodes talking about this shit. And leading into the finale, I'm like, wow, we never got him. And then they address why. Oh, Discord was disguised as Grogar.
Like Grogar's just this ancient villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that... what were y'all thoughts about that?
Yeah, that was the only... That's really...
Go ahead, Bailey.
I was going to say, that's the only thing I was really disappointed by. Was like, oh...
Yeah, Pele was there because like we watched it fresh together, and I remember I just kept saying, "No, this isn't true, right?" And then he just watch, and I was like so salty because it was just like I wanted to see Grogar, this legendary villain, like go like this. Why? And then I was like, well, I guess it sort of makes sense because Discord is super OP and he could do all the stuff, but it was just like it was one of those. I think I just still have to marinate.
The thing is, like they kept adding in like more lore in the ending because like Discord mentions like King Vorak, the father of Tyrek. I was like, okay.
He only did that to egg him on to ricochet a blast and get Starlight out. So that was that would have been more impactful if there actually was a Tyrek like history episode or something like that.
Yeah.
Or it would have been interesting if they had an episode where it shows the past of all 3 of the main villains this season.
Yeah. They might like release a book or something.
Well, they did with the Tyrek thing.
It's not the same.
Yeah, not the same.
It's not the same. I thought like, okay, this is a bold choice because you've been building up Chrysalis, Tyrek, and Cozy. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with Grogar getting shelved. It's kind of disappointing, but I will let you all make up for it if you make these 3 really fucking hit hard. And they did. So I was all right with that. And then point number 2 was like, okay, what was the point of School of Friendship and all this weird world building? Oh, okay. Because at the very end, all those folks show up to
all the creatures show up.
Yeah. That was bringing it all back together. I thought that was good. I'm like, okay, this paid off. Like because I'm like, what's the point of these students besides just taking up some more story time and make the main 6 more of teachers and students? Like, where are we going with this? And it's like, okay, this worked. They learned their lessons and they shined or shiny, more smarter.
So Catherine Montgomery in the chat said apparently his father is part of the Fiendship is Magic comic. I guess it was a reference to the comics.
Yeah, it was, and I read the comics because it talks about Tyrek and his dad not getting along. And
Well, yeah, because remember Scorpion was there like, what are you doing, Tyrek? And he was like, look all goth. Remember that? Yeah, and he was like, yeah, that's what he did. He looked goth. That's what it was.
But I mean, again, if I wish there was a little bit more. I mean, it's hard when you have this many characters, and the focus was where it needed to be on Twilight, on her friends, on the villains. That's what the show's about, or the main six plus Spike. And the season's been building up with the villains, and then we bring out all of Equestria backing them up. It's like this is good. This is satisfying. I'll take this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I liked how they like used like the changelings and the yaks and all the creatures, like they were all like doing things. They weren't just like, oh yeah, we're here. Just that was like something I really liked a lot. And it was just like they actually were successful in distracting and doing so. I love that. I love that entire scene.
That was cool, seeing them play all their strengths to the villains. And I thought, like, by the way, I think Tyrek is like the most intelligent of the villains, because constantly throughout the finale he's like, yeah, we probably shouldn't do this because it's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
To, like, lash
Yeah.
out.
And like, I love the part where like Cozy goes like, clearly I'm the best one of all of us, and then Tara's like, what are you talking about?
You're a child. Like it still cracks me up that they froze Cozy Glow's ass and Stone with him like a child. It's just like, oh god.
Like when I was recording my react for the Bronies react, one thing that I just bursted out laughing that I forgot about was like Cozy goes like, all right, Chrysalis, say something nice about Tyrek. He's red.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
And it's just like, okay, yeah. Yeah,
Well,
they had a thing going on.
I like how when all three of them were frozen and stone, which is pretty serious for Cozy. That's a pretty
Yeah, it's a fucking child who's frozen now in stone, and it's just like, okay.
But I did like that you see Cozy, like they all have all their expressions are different, where like Chrysalis is still lashing out. She was never going to change. She was doomed. Tyrek was withered and kind of like frail, and then Cozy was kind of more in shock. And that was good. I wish there was an episode to talk about Celestia and Luna's, the Alicorn's, history. I wish that there, if there was, it is.
Can we talk about that? Because like I am still like I am so like underwhelmed by like what Celestia and Luna. I really wanted them to do something like show their true power. Like actually show the true power. Just like you're getting like folded by a fucking 4-year-old with you just got Alicorn, man. Like come on now, like
I make a whole joke about that in the react.
Yeah. Oh yeah, same here. Yeah. Like I did a whole like spiel like rant on that in the react. So.
Yeah, but one thing I noticed about the people who don't like the finale is that they wanted the villains to be redeemed, and I'm like, wait, haven't we been complaining for like the past few seasons about how like every single villain is redeemed?
Well, people will always be upset no matter what. I mean, if they wanted the villains to be redeemed, then it's like, well, watch Steven Universe instead. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, exactly. He forgives everyone. It's just like,
I hear you. But
exactly.
Genuinely mean it. Like, I mean, I wish they would have made that more into a lesson where it's like there are some characters in this people in this world who are beyond redemption. You have to put them down, or ignore them, like, if we're going to go the slice of life approach. Because like I'm waiting for that in Steven, universe, where there'll be a villain that Steven's like, come on, what do you think? And there's just some silence, and the villain just turns their head and goes, no, and then just punches him in the face and launches him across like the beach or whatever.
Or like Bane.
James.
Well,
we have a super chat here from James.
Oh no, because like I was gonna say really quickly, like because in the old Batman cartoon, the Batman the animated series, like there was a thing where like this person was trying to talk to Bane and stuff like that, and then he was like, hey, you know what, I'll think about it. And then Bane like completely turns around. He's like, I thought you say, he's just like, what's going on here, Bane? He's just like, thought about it, didn't like it. Bam.
I like that though, because there are some villains. I'm a sucker for a villain who is just beyond redemption, where they're like delightfully evil and they don't fucking care.
Yeah, I love those type of villains too.
So there's a super chat from James Justice here saying Celestia and Luna
James
went to the Grey Havens.
They did. That's what Laura and I said. We're like, oh, they're going to the Grey Havens of like Alicorns.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, they
still
called it like Silver
same.
Shoals in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought like them bringing up Gusty, like Gusty Winds and Grogar. I'm like, oh, we might get some background on this, but that was again like shelved. And I leading up to the finale, they were almost like miniature finales for certain characters, like oh, Sweetie, Sugar Belle, and Big Mac got married. The Humor Crusaders grew up. You get to see their adult forms for a second, though I didn't really love that episode. That was okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
no, we see their adult forms in the epilogue too.
Yeah, but it was just kind of. I whatever. I don't know. I would have done that episode differently. And I know we all have to like measure this with like, okay, this is also a kids show. Don't forget that. So you need plots that aren't too over the top or lose interest of kids. Though I also feel like Pony has, for the most part, told stories where they don't have to like put it on training wheels just to keep the audience, like the younger audience, invested. Like it's not too advanced.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, there was a scene that cracked me up. I put this is part of my Brunies React footage where like the pillars are like on the defense looking for Tyrek, and Twilight's like, oh, over here and look for Tyrek, and the pillars are like, okay, spread out, and they spread out like 10 feet from each other. And I'm like, Tyrek can literally just walk around.
Yeah, it's so true.
Like, good job, guys. He won't get past our 100-foot perimeter.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it for framing purposes to continue on with the fight, yeah. But like, it would have been, and I don't know, whatever. What did y'all think of like the actual like visuals and the fighting and the I guess the shots and how they're, I guess, just the visuals.
Honestly, the Tyrek fight, I kind of wanted more from just because I was expecting like season 4 times 10 with it, but I was just like, okay, I guess they're not gonna go that route. But the one I really did like was Starlight versus Chrysalis.
Yeah,
I love that one. That one was like baller. Like Starlight showing why she's one of the best. Like that was kick ass.
Feel safe when Starlight's around. I'm like, okay, we got to shoot this here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna make a post of my Brunies React thing where it's like the heroes of Equestria at 100% power, the heroes of Equestria at 99% power. Just have a picture of Starlight.
That's great.
It's true though.
It was like,
true.
yeah, that's why like Discord freed Starlight first in that.
Because she's actually competent.
Yeah,
she knows what she's doing. So it's just like, come on now. That was her whole fight scene. I was just cheering, screaming that entire way through. Like that was great. But then go ahead.
No, you continue.
No. I was just gushing about Starlight.
What do you all think about? Because this is something the show is guilty about to a degree, though they do get better about it as the series continues. But like relearning the same lessons, because with Twilight in this episode, I was like, I'm scared, and I'm like, because in the movie, I know it was more of her thinking, I got to keep going, I got to keep up and make everything right. And we're not enough. We're not good enough. We just don't have what it takes to make things right again. Versus this episode where I guess it was more like, I'm petrified to do anything about this. Though they both kind of feel like the same lesson to a degree. I don't know. What do you all think about that? The the lesson Twilight learned from the movie versus the lesson she learned here in the finale.
Shit. I'm trying to. Honestly, I sort of like the movie one a bit better because, like, the movie one, I don't know, like when she was damaged by that, it seemed like a lot more like, ouch. Here, it's just like, all right, Twilight, we've been through this before, and I liked how earlier this season they had that whole episode where she was like, she was saying like, hey guys, chill. It's okay. Like I'm a princess now, and I'm like relaxed. And I was like, that's really good character growth right there. That is amazing.
I think like just the Discord like doing that whole thing just messed with her, where it's like Discord, what the fuck did you do?
Yeah, honestly, it's just like Discord. What the fuck, dude? It's just like I made a joke. I'm not gonna spoil it right now, but I there's a joke I made about that because a certain character who does that a lot, and I was just like, come on now, like that's silly. What are you doing? Yeah.
Oh, Tony Lone saying someone should make the cast credit sequence of MVP, but in the style of the Avengers in-game credits. Somebody has already done that. I've seen it on Derby Buru. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude. You should check it out.
Yeah, it has like every single like actor that's been in the show.
Yeah, every actor. Like it's fucking awesome, dude. It's so good.
Yeah, and then the main six with the voice actors. Though you see only 4 voice actors for those, because Andrea Libman and Ashley Ball voice 2 characters.
Right. So, should we talk about how we all met each other since this show? Like, yes. I just want to hear like how Saber hated. I just want to hear like how Saber hated.
Well, I will tell you the story about how I met all of these goofs.
Let's see if it matches up.
So, my
Little Pony.
My Little Pony. I just wonder what friendship could be.
So I remember like in 2011, I did my school project, and I'm like, oh, it's deviant, because I was in a class that I called the study of deviance, and it was just so what happened stance that like, okay, ponies popped around that same time for me, and I'm like, cool, I'll talk about bronies because the internet's talking about this shit, why not? And in my research, I got kind of sucked into it. And I remember doing my video, and I'm like, oh, I'll just put the video on YouTube since there seems to be a community of people online who like this stuff and whatever. Here's my school project. And I think a few days after I uploaded my video, because all these folks in the comments are like, oh, wow, this is so good. And I remember, like, I was like, wow, 26,000 views. This is just fucking incredible. And then Paleo's video popped out. And his video was kind of similar to mine, where it's just a video essay essentially talking about like My Little Pony and the fandom around it. Or Paleo video was called like "Why You Should Watch My Little Pony," and my stupid long title.
Long
yeah,
title.
You a super long title.
I have it saved to my computer because we found it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Good. Don't let it ever get out of your hands. But I remember Paleo's video, seeing it, and my gut reaction was, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Who is this up and comer stealing my thunder? And I vividly remember like standing looking at my phone, being like, just kind of like not in shock, but just kind of in disgust. Where I was like, I don't know. I was like, this guy stole my idea. Though I then quickly realized
my idea.
What's that from?
Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, with the mojo.
Right.
Yeah,
my idea. That was my idea.
Fucking artists seeing their art get reposted.
My idea.
My idea. Shut up. But yeah, I think like later that day, like you messaged me being like, "Hey, we should talk sometime." And I'm like, "Sure, dude, totally." I was so two-faced about it, where I was like, at first I initially hated him, and then he was like, "We should talk." And I'm like, "Sure, man, totally fine. Let's meet up, bud." And we went on Skype and we talked, and I warmed up to him really quickly, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm being full of myself because this is early 2010 Saber. I'm still growing and changing, but I was quite the insecure person back then." And I remember just talking to Paleo and breaking ice, and then we became buds and just talked about like, hey, we should do a podcast sometime. And lo and behold, 50 years later, we're still friends.
Yeah. I remember like because we would like talk every day for a little while, and then like you went away somewhere for a weekend, and then you came back. It's like, I missed my Paleo time. I always remember that.
Well, I'll share a story with the chat where I got so like caught up with chatting with Paleo that it actually made me question my sexuality, where I'm like,
yeah, and he knew I was bi, so
that was no exaggeration. There was a moment where
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. There was like a month where I was just like, do I love this guy? Like, do I have a crush on him? And I'm like, but I'm straight, or am I? And I remember driving with my little sister, and I was like, Rachel, I think I might be gay. And she's like, do you like this guy? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, if I like him. I think it was because, Haley, you were like after being a hermit in college for so long in my life, it was nice to have a friend to talk to and actually like be genuinely like close with.
Yeah.
And I remember just like kind of coming to terms with it. Like, I'm not gay for Paleo, but I do love him as a friend. And I remember like asking you where I was like, so would you ever be into me? And you're like, I felt so shut down. It's like, by the way, and that's totally a thing, by the way, with like people who are insecure, like homophobes, where they're like, ha, I bet you're gay. You like men. I bet you like me. The gay guy's like, no, I don't like you. And then the homophobe's like, what, am I not good enough for you? Am I not hot? You know?
God.
It's true, though.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, after that, I was like, I'm like, okay, I got myself a new friend, and it's worked out. And then you introduced Hirasashi pretty quickly into our chats on Skype.
Remember when you used to call him Hiroshima?
I still do, occasionally. It's like dusting off an oldie where it's like, Hiroshima.
Oh my God.
I think I tricked him one time where I said like that Hirasashi was the name of like some like battle that my grandfather died in.
Yeah.
But work with me here. So because Paley, you were the first like friend. I had a group of friends before, and I saw them at BronyCon, like Bree and Craig and a few other folks, but a lot of them have kind of scattered to the wind.
Yeah.
So Paley, you're my first like core friend in the fandom, followed by Hero, followed by I think Dusty Cax. I remember when Dusty got popular, where he made his like manliest Brony video.
Yeah, he was like our first interview for Brony Breakdown.
I was such an asshole where I was like, he was like, yeah, because he got in the Skype call with us talking to us about like I guess the video was taking off. He's like, yeah, I'm super excited. I'm like, don't worry, man, and just enjoy that spotlight. You'll get there, buddy. You'll get there. And this is back when I had like maybe like 1,000 subs, but I thought it was a fucking hot shot. Then Dusty's YouTube channel took off and passed me up, but I'm like, no, motherfucker. Again, I was a very insecure, bitter person back then. I have grown as a person over the years to be more comfortable and not let shit like that ever bother me again. But if fucking Gabe gets 1 million more subs, I'm going to scream.
Oh yeah, Gabe's like way past any of us.
I'm never catching up with that shit ever.
So I got another Streamlabs donation from Rizzy saying BRB making Saber X Paleo drawing. Oh, don't worry, there's been some. Oh, actually, I did want to like add some like fan art that like people have made us over the years.
Oh
God.
Well, because Jax, I think you entered the picture after because Dusty was like a friend, but Dusty's always kind of gone off to do his own thing. Like, okay, I'm gonna go to the shop and work on some projects, or I'm gonna go work on some videos. Dusty's a very productive person. But like, I think the next friend to really start joining our Skype chat group of like friends.
Oh yes, this one, the GIF, like the Superman GIF, but it's like ROCs.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that one. Yeah, that was. I think I ripped that. I stole that from somebody. But like someone else posted the Superman thing on Imgur, and I'm like, I love it. And then someone made a pony version for us. Because like because we, gosh, I can go on forever about this. So Jax, I know you entered the fray into our group of friends in like 2012.
Yeah,
like
it was
early
2012.
And after, how did you get in, Jax? Tell us your story.
Well, first off, I remember okay, so it was like I was doing my own thing for a while, and I had knew of both of you because I'd seen both of your videos. But I was like, oh, those are just good videos. Like that's all. I just knew you of, but I didn't like go out my way to like meet you or anything like that. And then I was just doing my own thing, just random stuff. And then I got invited to this call because I had did this video on like, oh, when I used to be bullied, I used to use that as motivation to start working out. And some guy saw that and was like, hey, would you like to join this Brony bullying call? It's about like just
yeah.
And so like, and I was just like, yeah, sure. And he was just like, and he was saying stuff like, oh yeah, by the way, like, you know, Saberspark and PaleoSteno is going to be there. And I was just like, oh, those are names. I guess I didn't know that they were like. I didn't know that you guys were the ones.
It's like when we go to like multi-genre conventions now. It's like, oh yeah, Jax and Saber and Paleo's gonna be there. Who?
Love that.
I remember that though, and I was just like, I joined the chat, and then like I don't know, like I was just joining the chat, and there was like 6 other people in there. Paleo was one of them, and then they were just like going around telling their bullying stories and why we like the show, and I like went around and told the story and just what I went through, and then I guess I like made Paleo laugh or something like that, and because he right after the call ended, he like had Skyped me like a friend request, and I was just like, oh hey, and then like Paleo, I think you just started like asking me if I wanted to join stuff, right? Like because
I was asking you to like be on Brony Breakdown for a thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It never happened, but it was fun. But like,
don't worry, we'll get you on. You'll be part of a podcast of ours someday, Jax.
What? That was funny. And then I remember I heard you talk about me on Brony Breakdown once, because like Dusty Cat was on there, and then you were talking about like Jaxblade. Now that's a man who just like, I don't know, he just seems like he'd be scary or something. I'm just like, okay, like yeah, you were talking about, because I remember the audio clip, and then like this is how me and Saberspark met, folks. I still remember this to this day. So like I not met, but like our first talk to each other. So like I was watching Dragon Ball Z on YouTube, and it was like Gohan destroying the Cell Juniors. And I was like, dude, this is like the rawest fight ever. And I guess Saberspark saw that at Comic Con. It's like, dude, Jax, you're like one of the coolest bronies ever. Super Saiyan Bro Hoof. And I was just like, Super Saiyan Bro Hoof. And then we did that. And then like somehow on Skype, and we talked. And then I remember what's so funny about this is like the first time we talked about like freaking, we talked about Legend of Korra, and I wasn't watching it, but Saber was saying, dude, it's really awesome. And so I started watching it, and I somehow finished the entire series, but Saber still has it. And so like,
I'll get around to season 2.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I'll tell you right now, I go back to my old videos, and I'll see comments that are like disenfranchised and just on their own. And I guess the people who made the original comment that I replied to, or how YouTube garbled it up, whatever. So it'll be just my comment, and it'll be these old pony things where it's like, yeah, brony, bro, I feel the same way, bro. I'm like, ah!
Oh god, oh man,
I'll be real with you, bro. Hoofs at convention are infinitely more sanitary.
Yeah, than shaking hands. Yeah,
dude, bro hoof all day. Like you will not get sick if you bro hoof.
Yeah, I love anime cons and folks doing open palm handshakes, and I'm like,
yeah, or just like full on like getting in there.
Yeah, getting in there, and it's just like, yeah, you know, bro hoof, bro. And then what was it? We went to fucking, yeah, it was like BronyCon, because I wasn't originally gonna go to the 2012 one. Dusty Cat asked me if
but
I was
it's
going.
in your state, so why? Oh no, wait, no, the
No,
2012
it
one.
wasn't.
Yeah, the 2012 one wasn't. Yeah, that's right.
That was in like Secaucus.
Yeah,
so I was
Secaucus,
like,
yeah.
okay. Yeah,
But still,
so
you were closer
like,
than either of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I've never gone to a convention before ever, so I was just like, you know what, I'll just go try it, because I remember. After like it was like just a freaking like Paleo is the catalyst of me meeting all the people I know, because I met Paleo, Saber, Hero, Matt, a freaking Race messaged me to be on Brony's Reactive in 2012 to the season 2 finale. That was awesome. Yeah. And then like after that, I went to the con, met both of you there, but you guys were busy most of the con, and then like because you were like filming your documentary. But then I remember like starting a freaking like flash mob.
Yeah, we didn't even really have con experiences our first few cons, because we were just doing documentary work.
Yeah. And then, you know, just like, I don't know, we just talked on Skype, and somehow I guess you guys didn't get bored of me, because I thought that I really thought like, okay, this is gonna be a short-term thing, like they're gonna like get tired and not ask me to join anymore, so whatever. But 7 years later, here we are, so it's just like,
you know, that was the thing I was wondering. That I'm like, okay, when will these friendships run out? Will this just be a phase? And I'm like,
I mean, after tonight, I mean, we're not going to talk to each other again.
Yeah,
the show's over.
After
so
tonight.
Yeah.
We got an hour and 7 minutes left, boys. No, but legit though, I did wonder that back in the day, where I'm like, oh, is this just a phase? a fad, a trend, whatever, and this stuff will tank. With my interest of the show, whenever that goes, will the friendships go with it? And I'm like, no, I am legitimately floored that years later, like I'm still on a call with like Paleo and Hero and Jax, and it'll be like from like it'll be for hours, just chat and talk about games or movies or just life, and it's I think the friendships that we have are like the template of friendship that a lot of folks are discovering nowadays, where it's like you can have more than just friends at school or your surroundings.
Yeah.
You can meet friends online, talk to them, go to cons, meet up, and make that shit work, because compatibility, I mean, thank God. I mean, long distance can be difficult, but it can work. So yeah, I'm surprised. My parents are the same way, because back in 2012, they're like, "This is weird." I completely agree. But it's funny. So I was talking to my mom about it yesterday, where she was like, "Yeah, it's something else that like years later, like you guys, Hero, Gabe, Race, Matt, Tom, and fucking got my girlfriend through this show. I'm floored. They got a lot more.
Paleo did too.
I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, right. This Lauren Faust is like
my ass over here. Oh, God.
Don't worry. Well, you'll find one someday.
I'll find a plush.
In G5, you'll find yours.
Oh God, that'd be some shit. That'd be some shit.
I'm going through my old videos, just looking through the comments. I'm gonna look for some old school cringe on my end. So you all keep talking, but I'm on the hunt, my friends.
Yeah.
All right. No, man,
So,
I got a bunch of.
I guess
great cringe
all of our first convention was BronyCon 2012, which was interesting.
To say the least.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, I mean, yeah. That was fun. That's when me and Saber. Well, I got attacked. No, I didn't get attacked. I got like stalked by that Final Scratch furry thing. Whatever. I remember that. That was funny. Because you were. I think you were in the room, Paleo. And it was like me and Saber and my friend Z, who like we went out to like Brony Palooza, and Living Tombstone was playing. And like we were all like, me and Saber had like had a few blue moons before we had gone in there, so we were like a bit buzzed. And then like this girl comes up to Saber, and she has like a glow stick, and she's like, "Yo, dude, that's awesome!" And he's like, "Break it, put it on my face." And so she starts rubbing like glow stick juice on his face, and he's just like, "Yeah, dude." And then this one guy's like, "Dude, I think that stuff's toxic." And Saber's like, "What? What?" And he starts like wiping his face off, and then like I'm just like giggling, and then I look over in the corner, and there's like this Vinyl Scratch like fursuit thing just staring at me. And I'm just like, okay. And then I walk across the like the court just to like my business. And I run to Soul Rack, and I talk for like Soul Rack for a while. And then I'm just like, okay, yeah. And then like I look over, and it's like staring at me again. And I'm just like, okay. And then like I go to the bathroom, do my thing. I'm just like, okay, it'll be gone when I go through. And then like I come back, and I'm just like, oh fuck. And it's just like staring again. And I like go to run and find Saber. And like, dude, I think so. But like he's just having his thing. Like I don't know. He's just talking to people and having fun. But it's just. That was a fun night. We were just dancing, having a storm, and it was good. That was fun.
People say Saber face reveal, please. I mean, like Saber's like showed his face before.
Yeah,
like multiple times.
Multiple times.
Yeah, my beautiful face is no mystery to the world unless
it's just the videos that he does now. He doesn't really show his face. His face is on Twitter.
You're not missing much. It's so fun looking through these old videos here. Battle of the Brony introduction. Oh God, November 26, 2011. Wow, time flies. Time flies. Man. Any other questions from the chat of things we can talk about?
Yeah, let's talk. Let's see.
How about Race Fest?
What about Race Fest? Is he on?
Is Race on?
No, he's probably.
Isn't he editing?
He's always editing.
Yeah, he's always.
Yeah,
editing.
if he's around. Like, have him join in.
He's probably at the
message
track.
him. Yeah, he's always at the track.
Yeah,
let me look at because I saw that he made that that one video public that he did for that music video.
His memoir.
His memoir of the series.
Did POS Podcast at once stood for ponies or something? No. Somebody just suggested it, saying POS Podcast. They're like,
Hey,
oh yeah.
PXY, you said y'all remember Andrew WK? Fun fact, Ray, Paley and I met Andrew WK
Yeah.
at a convention. We interviewed him.
At Candlelit Gardens.
Fuck, I
It smelled
didn't
like
think
pizza, right? Didn't he
I
say he
remember-
was smelly?
No, yeah, his body odor is pretty bad. I remember, like, because we went to the interview room and he's a tall guy, and he was like in the bathroom with like his cell phone, so you just see the light of the phone on his face. And you see this tall, smelly guy wearing white clothes, just standing. But here's the thing, though, super fun to talk to. He's down to earth guy.
Mm.
Huh? Okay. Or ever for your part, type that in. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah. The
Candlelit Gardens.
Yeah,
or-
the interview is on YouTube.
Yeah, there's the interview of like babyface me interviewing him.
Yeah, it's Saber without his beard.
Those days. I didn't have a beard back then either.
Growing a beard was a good call.
Yeah. I like my beard. Makes me feel rugged, like Action Hank.
I love beards.
Yeah.
Remember Dusk to Dawn? Yes, we actually watched that recently.
Which one was that again?
That's that one weird, like fan made animation where like my OC's in the background, like being blown away.
Oh yeah, that where the main character talk like a it's like a very Scandinavian voice.
Yeah.
Mm.
But you know what? I'm fine with, but in the context of everybody else's voice is confusing.
Oh, Enigma Friend's asking, what in your opinion was the biggest pony controversy from the show?
Wasn't the derpy thing?
Yeah, you're right.
It probably was. Yeah, the derpy
Yeah, I
thing.
think that derpy thing was the biggest thing. That was a good time. I remember that first episode, and it sucks that that scene still, it has to be on YouTube. That scene, the original scene, has to be on YouTube. Like, I don't feel like.
Yeah. And for a few DVDs, it was where it was like a compilation of episodes. It wasn't like a season DVD or anything.
Yeah. Because like on the season 2 one, they changed it, so it was like,
Yeah.
oh, that sucks. Careful, derpy. So like, oh, by the way, does that episode, since we're talking spoilers and stuff, like, are Rarity? I mean, not a Rainbow Dash and Applejack, like a couple
They left it very ambiguous, so you could say either way.
Take it or leave
Okay.
it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay then. At least Lyra and Bonbon are happily married.
Yeah.
Oh, but this gay smut in my good Christian show about talking pink horses. Genuinely, I thought seeing Lyra and Bonbon in the background grow the relationship was adorable. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
beautiful. Mhm.
Oh Lord, I'm just cracking up at all the folks who've come and gone through the fandom who are kind of on the crazier side, and I will forever see Thunder Blue as a legend in my eyes.
Yes.
That man and his mama. I'm like, fuck. That was just
Pony, I like ponies.
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
For the record, we are not making fun of him. We genuinely worship this guy. He is like a hero amongst us, a legend. Oh, oh Lord.
Advice for how to make internet friends for myself as close as you guys have.
It's kind of hard to. There's no secret like solution.
Yeah, it just kind of happens. Just find other people that have the same interests and start talking.
Put yourself out there with similar interest and then go from there.
Yeah, like the first forum I ever joined was a place called BZ Power. It was a Bionicle forum back in like 2002 or something. Or 2003.
Bionicle fandom will rise again. Ink Rose is in the chat. She did Ink Rose, you still do analysis stuff, if I recall, or did you move on? Or I'm sorry, it's been a while. A lot of these folks like I know of in the fandom, but like I barely watch anybody's content at all. Like, I think I watched like Red Letter Media and that's it.
Yeah.
I guess Paleo. I was like, yes. Um, but yeah, I mean, like it's also I think the first thing that really cracked me open as far as like loving this fandom were the PMVs. Like just seeing like, whoa, this is really freaking cool. Like editing with the music to go along with it, like Shiro Point. Like that was
Yeah,
the
Shiro
one I
Points was great. Also, for me, it was like when I discovered the music stuff. When I discovered Pinkie Pie Swear songs, I was like, holy shit.
Oh, I will stand for Sunshine and Celery Stalks to the end of my days. I love that song. It is
Yeah.
like even if you don't like Pony, like if I took away the I guess quote unquote lyrics of Applejack, you know, being remixed, you listen to the instrumental. It's a really really good chilled out vibe song. All right, Ink. I that's what I thought that you're doing your own stuff now, so that's
Yeah.
cool. I thought it was funny how ponies came out around the same time when dubstep was popular, and you get pony dubstep. Wah, 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 wah.
Vinyl Scratch will remain like a time capsule for the music of the time.
Yep. Because you got like Tombstone, Alex S. You had Wind Toaster. Then you had one person arrive who just changed the game, then left the game, and that was so great and powerful.
Yeah.
Like so Gap, his music was just I don't know. It's hard to even describe how like methodical and beautiful his stuff was.
Mm-hmm.
I guess DB Pony was okay. I don't know. I wouldn't want to talk to him.
Yeah, some weird songs, man.
But I remember when DB Pony. I remember when he asked me to be a voice in his song, and I was like, God damn it! I have to talk to this guy.
I remember the first time I met
DB Pony is a good friend of ours. It's Matt. He's my audio editor. So
He's a good friend.
Yeah, Matt said in the chat, dubstep is dead. Dubstep is dead.
It is dead.
Yeah,
that is the discos of our last decade of this.
Yeah. I made a tweet about that saying like, yeah, dubstep is the disco of the 2010s.
Wow, it's true though.
We got a super chat here from Mugger Fugger. Favorite Whose Line Is It Anyway moment?
My favorite, because I actually have it saved to my phone, is I am not Octavia. That what Gabe saying that I am not Octavia. I love that when he sang that. That was just brilliant to me. I love that song.
For me, I will always love. For those who don't know, Whose Line is we do a pony version of Whose Line at conventions, and it's like myself, AC Race Best, Black Griffin, Henry, Beavids will join us sometimes if he's there, and Silver Quill, and exactly.
Yeah, we'll be doing one at Milwaukee. By the way, all of us are going to be at Ponyville Cider Fest in Milwaukee at the end of this month. So from November
cheese curds.
Yeah, November 1st to 3rd.
Well, I'll tell you right now, nothing will make me laugh harder than seeing Race Best screw up during his jokes. Because Race will double down usually and try to make it work, and it's typically a colossal failure. And the audience, it'll be lost on them, but I'll see what Race is trying to do, and it's just hilarious to me.
I always remember that one at MSP where like he misheard what Henry said when they were doing director's cut. Where like, oh yeah, do like a Mel Gibson movie, and he thought he said Mel Brooks. So
I need to tell the audience this. So or this should be this. So there was one where there's a game that we all do called Beautiful Song, and for Beautiful Song we're given a topic, and it's the entire show is improv, but Beautiful Song to the nth degree is improv because we have no idea what it's going to be. It's just straight up the audience because we have a musician with us playing the piano or keyboard player. And then we'll just go along with it with the topic from the audience suggested. And I think the subject for this one was just the show ending or something like that. I forget exactly.
It was BronyCon ending.
BronyCon ending.
Yeah.
So you've got this sad song that I think DB Pony actually was the one playing the piano, and there was a part where Race was like, "Okay, I want in his head." And he tried to translate this over to Matt, where he wants the sad music to pick up,
and be a bit more excited.
Yeah.
a bit more, I guess, uppity, so he can move it along. And Race is like, well, something
Yeah, it's like-
super
like-
bad, but and May Larson.
Yeah, he was like, duh, duh,
May
duh,
Larson.
duh.
He is the guy, and he's looking at Race or at Matt, and I started laughing so hard because Matt did not
Yeah,
change
you,
his
you
song.
could see it in the video, like that Race uploaded.
I was
yeah,
dying.
he's like, yeah,
Genuinely
just like,
dying because Race is walking around on stage like an idiot, trying to get the music to change its tone so it can be a bit more uppity, and Matt's just doubling down, keeping it the same. And I started laughing my ass off, and Race looked behind me, and Race has a bad habit of trying to mix words or rhyme words that do not rhyme, where he's like, "What's so funny, Saberspark? You do not know how to fart." And I'm like, "What the fuck's he
Oh,
talking about?" It killed me.
Well, you guys keep the audience like entertained. I gotta go pee.
Okay, sure. Oh God. What other good BronyCon stories or PonyCon stories or pony stories in general would you like to know about, audience? Would you like to hear about the time what happened? Shit, I'm trying to think. There's been many adventures has happened. Many adventures. Yes, it has. It's been a good times. Let's see,
It's,
what is the chat saying?
Also pretty cool that we've been able to, like, because the show staff for ponies, a good chunk of them are down to earth and easy to talk to, and they're totally open about, like, hey, let's talk. Emil Larson, above all, has been the most down to earth.
Yeah, he's such a cool uncle. That's what he is.
He's such a one of the guys, just hanging out and being in like totally open to new experiences with the family. He's a Renaissance man.
Yeah.
And just a legit person, which is refreshing, because you see Hollywood or you see entertainment folks, and they typically have like
They're not down to earth at all. They're just like,
Well,
I'm above it or something like that.
You're right.
too.
Either they're not down to earth or they're disconnected, and I can understand why some of them are, because they're shy, or they just want to do their work and get on with their lives, or
Right.
But then you do have some folks who are a bit more vapid, where they're like, I'm too good for this. But
Mhm.
like a
Yeah.
good chunk of the folks who worked on the show have been just really cool about going to these conventions and really getting to talk to the people and listen
Right,
to
I'm back.
them and
Right.
build experiences and relationships. It's worked out. I'm gonna use the
Yeah,
bathroom
it is.
now.
Okay. Well, Paleo, I have to ask, what was your favorite BronyCon that you went to?
Favorite one that I went to?
Yeah, your favorite one. Favorite
Like BronyCon, the
2012.
convention, or convention in general?
BronyCon the convention. Yeah,
BronyCon the convention. Okay.
Yeah.
So which
Which
year?
year? 2012, 2019.
I did really like the 2013 one, because like that felt like everybody went to it, because
Oh yeah, everyone did go to the 2013 one.
yeah, like Carl came.
Carl,
yeah.
Carl was there. That
Yeah.
shows. Okay.
Yeah, was that the first one that Gabe went to?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't at the 2012 one. We
Yeah.
actually had to drive to the airport to pick him
Yeah,
up.
that's right.
And then
yeah.
we got. Yeah, and he dropped my fucking cheesy gordita, the bastard. God. we went to the store.
Yo, be a cheesy gordita.
Yeah. He should get me one when we're at freaking. I mean, like, you actually have the best cheese. So yeah, there you go. Booyah. That was a fun one. 2013. That had everyone.
Yeah,
That was.
and I remember like me and Saber and a few others like stayed like extra, because we stayed like from Wednesday.
You came on like
we
Wednesday,
stayed
right?
Wednesday to Tuesday, because we were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a fun con in a fun city.
Oh.
And then we learned Baltimore sucks.
Yeah. That's true, because it's just like, oh man, oh dude, like that was always like, I was always so curious about that, because like, what did Ray stay with you guys when you did that, or did he leave?
I think so. Yeah, I know he left I think.
Okay, because like the thing with Race always leaves cons early. Like he always
Yeah.
leaves like the Sunday or the Monday because he has to get back to work, and it's just like, oh man, come on, Race, and it's just, dude, like, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Jeez, we went to the aquarium. We did the little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. What else did we do? Let's see. Because I remember I only started going to like multiple pony cons in 2017. Like the first the first pony con I went to that wasn't BronyCon was EQLA 2017.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, I mean, it was fun. I got to have In-N-Out for the first time. So I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
In-N-Out. That was good.
Um.
Baltimore was
Yeah.
horrible.
If there's any more questions in the chat, we'll be happy to answer. Well,
Yeah.
probably go
Didn't
on
the
until the
Fire
end
Nation
of the hour.
attack in 2012? Yes, they
Yeah.
did, Imperium. I was there for that, and I had to stop it. I remember it so clearly. Like there was a light bulb, and it burst, and
Yeah.
like flames just started pouring down on these guests, and they were like, "Oh, screaming!" They were like, "Get the Faust! Get the Faust!" And so like I went and I held the door open, and I let all the people out. That was my story, and that's how I saved the day. I held the door open. Oh man. Let's see. Sad but happy. Didn't the Fire Nation Hot Diggity Demon predicted season 4? I mean, it's true. Fuck Baltimore. You mean Baltimore? Think.
Wow.
Use the proper
Wow.
adjective.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. Use the proper term analogy.
Wait, what is Milwaukee called?
Fuck. What was it? Milwaukee? Was there a pony name for it?
I don't know. We have Ponyville Cider Fest in Milwaukee that we're going to. Is there a pony name for Milwaukee?
What's Minnesota? Was that one?
Well,
What was that
MLP,
one?
MSP meant for Minneapolis, or I guess it would be
Like what's the horse name?
Minneapolis.
Oh, Minneapolis. There you go. Okay, there you go. Shit. What? Miltrati. Trotty.
Miltrati,
From
wow.
Miltrati. Have you noticed anyone's was any episode? Was there an episode place in Baltimore? I know there was an episode in Las Pegasus, but I skipped that episode. Jax, Sunset, or Starlight in a match called Starlight. Dude, Starlight would fuck Sunset up, dude. Right, Paleo?
Yeah.
Yeah. She would own her ass. I mean, Sunset. If you're talking a different story, that's a different.
What is the most interesting? What? Oh. Yeah, I never watched that much of French vs. Witchcraft. I do like the songs from it, though.
I like the
Yeah.
mentally advanced series. Mentally advanced
Yeah,
series is
the
one of my
mentally advanced
favorites.
series with Fin Plan Philosophy.
Yeah, that reminded me of home movies. That's why I like
Yeah.
the dialogue was. What else? Starlight is OP. I'm trying to remember what Fallout Equestria. Everyone loved Fallout Equestria, but I don't remember anything about it. Mellow Pump. Cookies and Punch are by the door. What were you saying before that?
I was thinking. It says, what is the most interesting project you both have been up to recently?
Oh, you will see soon enough. I'll say that. You will see.
There's a lot of things I'm trying to get worked on to sort of revamp the way I do videos. So I'm not gonna say anything of it yet, though.
Right. Oh, that's good. For me, all you gotta do is go subscribe to my channel, Jaxblade, and you will see a good surprise coming this month. So I will go do that. Go.
What should I say to my friend who said he developed a fish fetish after watching Saberspark's latest video with Fish Police?
Really? Oh, I mean, the way a furry describes to me is like, they don't actually look all like that fish. They look more like just overly cartoon humanoids. And I was just like, so they're safe.
You found a loophole.
Yeah, I found a loophole. Friendship Ship is for Adults made me cry unironically. It has some of the best writing. I don't know what that is, but
Is that a fanfic?
I don't know. The only fanfic that ever made me like bawl my eyes at, which is literally why I became well known in the fandom, horse famous, whatever. It was just that My Little Dashy one. Yeah, and that was the one that like I was just like, oh, MMA guy cries to My Little Dashy, and then everyone was like, oh my god, this guy's crying to horses and he's buff, and yeah, that was it.
I'm going to think of some other memories.
So-
So what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, Parker Smith said, "Remember Turnabout Storm?" Like that was one of the weirdest crossovers that I was like, okay, like Phoenix Wright and MLP.
I didn't get it, but you know that's just me. Final draft. Sorry, I'm having some coffee here. I remember draft for what he is. I know that he's just a fucking dork. I love it, but like he really helped open up like the convention scene to get like talent from the show to show up to it.
Yeah.
With like, hey, come join Everfree Radio and let's do some interviews. Hey, we bronies aren't, we might look kind of weird, but like there's something more to it than just like a bunch of goofs. Like, there's an audience for this, and then he was right, and it worked out well.
Yeah, he like drafted a lot for us. Like he was a good guy. He was the one who was like, hey, do this. Like I remember the first time I met him, he offered me a show on like everyone. I was like, oh damn, okay. But
he did that for everybody.
He did that for everyone. I was like, okay, well, still, that's good. I'm honored because remember, I was just working Burger King, so I was like, oh shit, okay, I'll do it.
What was that? What was that thing he said? We have to, like, something, the fandom or whatever.
Save it. I don't know. I just find it funny that like Draft and a lot of his guys were on fire to like revolutionize the fandom back in like 2012, 13, 14, and then like now it's like we're all just clinking our drinks going, wow, what a fucking chapter that was. Like,
yeah.
Right.
That was a thing.
What were you for the what were for you the most impressive fan made content?
Oh, you remember? You know what? It was impressive for the time. Like I had my mind blown by it, and that was that fucking epic cupcake time thing.
Yeah,
I remember when that first came out.
That was the first time we had ever seen like show accurate like
puppets,
like, puppets and animation for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I rewatched that like every day in college. I was like, dude, this is so good. And then like you meet people like Jan Animations did that whole thing. Like Jan Animations actually looked like the show. Like actually, I was like, huh, damn. Actually, and Gabe for his freaking Twilight Licious stuff.
Yeah.
Like all those. I was just like, oh shit, Gabe. Like that's when I like learned like, oh, Gabe is just not human. Gabe is just like a perfect android. Everything he does is like, oh yeah, by the way, I was able to animate this entire thing that looks exactly like the show and it's accurate. And it's just like, how? Oh, it was quite simple. Let me explain to you the process. And it's just, okay. It's just like,
Jonathan saying, what do you think is going to be the most biggest cartoon of the next decade? They're going to revolutionize the animation industry. We need that cartoon that can change the world. Well, we don't know yet. For the next decade.
Next decade? So what would you say for this decade? Adventure Time?
Yeah, MLP and Adventure Time, I would say, like, are two of the biggest ones.
The change decade.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because, like,
cool.
Adventure Time was definitely, like, the catalyst for a lot of other cartoons that came out.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a lot of cartoons started picking up that formula of like, hey, goofy beginning, tragic beginning. And it's just like, okay, we're all doing this like little shtick now. Let's see, what the heck?
I will forever love how just early on this fandom, and even like, still goes on, but especially early on, how much content was being pumped out. It was almost like a not a contest, but like a friendly challenge to see who could up their game. Where it's like, okay, these folks are making these PMVs and these songs, and oh wow, this is like really well made, and then
Yeah,
and then
that's why we
people
had a
start-
weekly show on it.
But I was just saying, like, there you got to the point where folks are dropping shit where it's like, holy shit, this is like near like professional levels of like quality. Like I think a Lullaby for a Princess, when I heard that song, I was like, God, this is legit good. Like this is like you could just show this to a stranger and they'd be like, oh, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like and then there was like an animation I think associated with it that looks fantastic as well. I'm just impressed. It was a good little culture of creativity, and I think that was healthy for a lot of people. Tombstone, he blew up from it. Gabe, myself, there's a lot of people got like this was their springboard, and it worked out.
Yeah.
True that.
Ghost Kidney asking, what do you think is the best, worst, underrated, overrated cartoons of this decade?
Go on, say it, Paleo. You know what you're going to say.
What? I don't have anything to say.
Okay, are you sure? You got a smirk on your face that says otherwise. Okay.
Listen, I'm not saying Steven Universe is bad. I'm just saying MLP is better.
Okay. Had a much better ending, I'll tell you that.
No, underrated, I would say Wander Over Yonder. That's an underrated one. Which, unfortunately, it only got 2 seasons. So.
Yeah. Gravity Falls is, well, that's rightly rated. Yeah, that's like rightfully rated for what it is.
One of the best.
Show. Yeah, it's one of the best. Underrated, but it came out this decade, but it's over.
Yeah, it was just saying like best, worst, underrated, overrated, either of those.
I mean, Gumball and regular shows, I guess, good shows.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, good, solid. There's a lot of shows that you look at now, and it's like, if you take your nostalgia goggles off for like 90 shows, where it's just like, wow, that's a genuinely good cartoon. Oh, Dan Versus. I love Dan
Versus. Yeah,
Versus.
that is a very underrated cartoon. Yeah.
You know, I genuinely miss the Hub because they did that whole Cartoon City thing where they had them like interact with each other. Pinkie Pie! What are you doing? Or like Blythe would talk to like Rainbow Dash, like, hey guys, check out my Rainbow Dash impression. And it's just like, that's nothing like me. And it's just like
Dan as a character was just delightful. I loved him. And seeing him fuck around with Pinkie Pie, like the juxtaposition between those two, it was great.
Yeah. It was crazy how Fluffy Pony ended up from that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Secret butt fun, that will always be
butt fun. Oh god.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the summer? Are you ready for the hot nuts? Those are good times. I wrote a 45-page analysis on why Steven Universe is awful. Okay, certain YouTuber whose name, if I say, everyone will know, but I'm not going to say it.
Remember the Ask Pony Tumblr blogs? Yeah, I remember Ask blogs on Tumblr when Tumblr was relevant.
Yeah. Dude, Hero cracked me up with those, though, because like I remember when those were like so popular at the time, and he's just like, he was talking about like, well, this person's talking like, it's just probably some on the keyboard. I'm just like, what are you saying that, Hero? Snowdrop or Double Rain Boom? Snowdrop was a blind one, right?
Yeah.
Snowdrop, Double Rainbow was more of like,
hey, we're gonna have Powerpuff Girls for some reason.
Yeah, it just seemed more out there with like what's going on. Like this seems more like fan service, which I get it. It's a bunch of fans making stuff, and that's okay. But Snowdrop seemed more consistent with what it was trying to do, though I thought it was really cheesy. Like, oh, she's a blind pony. Everybody feel bad for her. Like, I know it sounds awful, But like after
Oh,
rewatching it, because I again, I'm not knocking on people who like it. Because when I first watched it, I'm like, oh, this is adorable. But after rewatching it, I'm like, man, they're really, really going for the heartstrings here with like, it's like, I don't know. I wish they would have gone a little bit deeper with it. But that all being said, when you're dealing with fan work, people who put this up on YouTube for free, I always give them a free pass, especially if they put effort into it, which all of them did. So that is more than enough. And also, I like Snowdrop's design, so there's that. But
Yeah.
Also, none of us can animate, so it's just like.
No.
Oh, and Emma asking unnecessary reboot or remake in the decade. All of the Disney remakes. Yeah, all of those.
Yeah,
all of those are not unnecessary.
they're necessary to make money. No, did you hear about what that guy who sing I Just Can't Wait to Be King with the Lion King, like how they almost took him off? Like that was like, I'm so glad his mom was smart about like, oh, I'm not gonna take the $2 million right up front. Let's get $100K in royalties, because now he's swimming in the dough. Like he makes so much more. Like now,
Yeah.
good for him. That was good. The creators of that Double Rainbow now are animated series. Huh? Good for them.
Nice.
When will we actually get a live action MLP reboot?
So, have you guys seen The Fall of Sunset Shimmer? I think it's the newest long animation of the fandom. I haven't, but I'll check it out. I do like Sunset.
Oh, I watched that with Laura. It was really good. I was.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have seen it.
It's insanely well made for being like from folks who are doing it as a project on their own.
Yeah, I think I did see that. Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I only have like one qualm with it, but that's it. And besides that, I'm like this, but like again, the effort is like outstanding. So it's like, well done.
Golden Fox is in here. The OG freaking analyst. There we go. What up?
Yeah, dude, Golden Fox is like the fucking like cave drawings of like early.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna talk with an avatar. Let me talk with an avatar. Golden Fox made my freaking YouTube banner. I've had that YouTube banner, the same YouTube banner.
Yeah, he made my old one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at one of my videos. I looked at my 10,000 subscriber like thank you video, and there's a typo where I'm like a little caption of like thanking certain bronies, I guess, for inspiring me.
Mm-hmm.
I've got like acoustic brony, Sergeant Scrub nude, Pinkie Pie swear, but then the next little caption over says, "Your work inspired me to show the world how amazing the Bronx community truly
is." The Bronx community?
Bronx. BRONG. The Bronx community.
The Bronx.
Oopsie, should have proofread. But
do you still have the video when you were like talking about like what you were gonna do, like with when you were talking about how you were going to make a documentary, and you were talking like, yeah, so this upcoming year I'm going to make a documentary, because like you used to talk like it's like super.
I don't know about posting it up or doing something just completely stupid. Both are very possible. Jackson, I do recall that vaguely, but I
do remember that update video. I know what you're talking about.
Because like, I mean, let's go ahead and just hit it. Like, yeah, there's a 300 Spartan video. There was. That was
a great video, Saber.
No,
I don't care what anyone says. I love that video.
No, like I'm like the opposite of Race Best, where I will scorch earth a lot of stuff. Where I'm like, oh, that's just dumb.
Like the 2 bits thing, where you did like an abridged episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like.
I like those.
No. It was the one where I did the dubbing. I did like a dub where I was like talking with the ponies. It was bad. But
it was good, man. It was great.
Like DWK does stuff like that now, which his videos are great. They're funny.
Man, imagine if DWK showed up at in 2012, he'd be like 1 million subs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Delia Date is asking, like, what's the one thing you don't want to see Gen 5 fuck up on?
Fluttershy. I mean, like, wait.
Well, we don't even know if they're going to be the same characters.
Yeah, I mean, like, because like, how many times has Twilight showed up in Ponies? like Gen 1, Gen 4. Applejack was Gen 1, Gen 4. Rainbow Dash was Gen 3, Gen 4. Rarity was Gen 3, 4.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I would say the one thing they cannot fuck up on if they want it to be like popular with like
Older fans.
Yeah, older fans. They cannot fuck up on making the characters likable. Because they need to make the characters likable.
No, the biggest thing is they can't go back to G3. Like you can't go back.
Everybody's going to have their favorites of like the main characters or whatever, because like everyone's gonna have their ranking. Like I think all of us have our ranking as like Rainbow Dash is the smaller is like at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but but I'll say it again. Like you can't. Like you set the tone with G4 to where it's a show that's got like appeal for kids, but also for parents who watch it. Like, please, by God, please do not go back to I've got a tea party.
Yeah.
Well, like a show that did that, I mean, like actually did it well, in my personal opinion, is that Littlest Pet Shop show they did. Because like me and our friend Hirasashi watched that, and there's a lot of stuff in it where it's just like, I mean, it's not like a super great, well done show, but it's a show that's
it's like it gives me some chuckles sometimes.
Yeah, it gives me some chuckles, and it's just well done. I mean, like compared to the old show, I mean, there's like how many Littlest Pet Shop shows? I mean, there's
there's like the old one. But there's the one with the pony people working on it.
Yeah.
Which that one was still good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Littlest Pet Shop, that's where the littlest.
Do you think G5 should go into a mature route? I don't think so, mainly because like they still have to appeal to their core demographic.
Children.
Yeah.
They still got to appeal to freaking like children, little girls at the time. It is, for show. Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting.
Because that's still a big chunk of the merch sales.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like they could still have like their other merch, because they have made more merch that's more focused on the older audience.
Mm-hmm.
With like the different statues and stuff that they came out with.
Like, could you imagine a freaking like primal rated MLP series?
Oh my god!
Dragons drinking some venom sauce. Oh god. Oh man. Mind MLP being some younger audience as long as they have quality for older viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. So, well, I mean, see, I was so like curious about it, because like a part of me, I was telling Paleo and the guys, this is like, okay, this is like an amazing ride I just got off of 10 years. It just affected my life so much, and it's just like, all right, it's time to go on now. And then like they say like, oh, this new show is pretty good. And it's just like another 10 years. Another 10 years. Okay,
10 more years. 10 more years. 10 more years.
Oh God, like that's just be like, oh Jesus.
You're never getting off of this ride.
Like, yeah. Then there's like the Gen 5 versions of us. Like there's the Gen 5.
Yeah, the Gen 5 versions of us.
And then like we go to like horse cons and we're like, oh, so this is the new generation. We're like the Digidestined when we're old.
Yeah.
Like the younger.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like with the different generations of TMNT, where like fans come along from different generations.
That is so true. There are some people who will argue to death that 2000, the ones that get the most like rage, like it's heated between these two, is 2003 versus 2012. Like those people.
Those two. What are the 80s fans just kind of chilled out?
The 80s fans are like all adults with children. They're just like, oh, my show's the best. But then they watch and like, I mean,
yeah.
So, like, they're able to realize like, no.
I was like, the new shows are kind of better.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because the 80s show was literally just to sell action figures, like all the old 80s properties were. So it's just like they acknowledge, because they're old enough to just be like, yeah, that was goofy. But like 2003, 2012, those people, they butt heads. They will go to war with each other.
Yeah. What is a song or video from the fandom that will get you emotional to this day? I know there's some songs, but I can't think of them at the moment.
Well, the finale song will get me.
Yeah, I mean, like from the fandom.
Oh, the fandom.
Yeah. Because I know there are a few that I listen to.
There. It wasn't a pony video, but there was like this animation I saw of like they used the music from Hey Arnold episode Parents' Day, and it was Twilight, and it was just like, what are you gonna do when Spike like
yes,
yeah, and he's just like, I don't have to think about that, and then she's like sitting with him, and then she starts seeing like,
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, and then like at the very end, like he flies away, but then she like notices him sitting next to her, and then she just kisses his head. That shit has me crying every time.
One thing that gets me is fucking Make It Special from Fuzogs. That song they made.
That's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, on this beat. You can call me the king of the world. That makes me emotionally hype. It's 20% cool. Like, honestly, I think, well, I still use this. Like, is this like an Easter egg in all my videos? Like, the Swagberg Pony song, I Want to Be a Brony. I'm proud to be a brony. Yeah, Discord, and then like Ken Ashcorp's like 20% cool. Like, those are the 4 songs. Like, I trick people who aren't into the pony stuff at all. They're like, dude, this is bang. This is some horse. What the?
This is horse shit.
Yeah, horse shit. Yeah.
Throw their headphones off.
Got you. Yeah, 20% cooler. Mm-hmm. Yeah, on this beat, you can call me the king of the ruler. That was a good song. Mm-hmm. Daddy, me.
You're gonna go far, kid. With a
I remember that.
Yeah, that
had like 11 million views.
Yeah, for the longest time, it was the most viewed pony video.
It's just like, it was just season 1 too.
Yeah,
it's just like, that's what's so funny about it. It's just a season 1 video. It's got 11.
Yeah, and it's just like a pitched up version of that song with Rainbow Dash.
Yeah. The night core. Yeah.
You're gonna go far, kid. Saying in the chat. So how long was the time skip in the epilogue exactly? Well, I mean, I'm guessing it was like at least 20 years. I would say like 15 years or something like that. Like, cause
though the pony ages are weird because like Granny Smith was probably like in 200 something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's dead. She's dead as F. Yeah, so it's just like, I mean, it's hard to like think about it because it's like, it's pretty much like, you know, Gabe's only, she's immortal and her friends are gonna die, so that's sad to think about, you know, just crazy. What is this chat saying? Any brony dance party collabing artists? I remember that, the Smile song.
Oh yeah.
Peace is Granny Smith died after the time skip. Oh yeah. Finale.
Let's see, Saber, you will always be the biggest reason I fell so far into this fandom because of Ballad of the Brony and the Brony Chronicles. They were well put together, and I will always remember them.
I appreciate that. Who would have thought a school project would leave such a mark?
Yeah,
but like, I think it's cool that other folks actually watched it and enjoyed it. That'll always be cool to me.
Yeah, you did a lot of great work in this fandom, and it's crazy. So it's just like, I mean, how many pony cons are next year? I'm guessing like at least some.
Well, I know there's going to be Winnie City. There's one that's going to be at the beach. Like, it's like right above
the beach.
Yeah, it's gonna be Maryland, not in Baltimore though.
It's gonna be in Maryland. PonyCon in Maryland.
Yeah,
near the beach.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Sequestria.
Sequestria. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the weekend after MomoCon, and I'll probably drive up there because it's
so
like this. Yeah.
So are all of us gonna be like, "Who's that Mister right
Yeah,
over
I mean
there?"
it's still a hotel. It's still at a hotel, but it's a hotel on the beach.
I used to be part of this fandom, kid. I know all about this. It's crazy.
But yeah, Winnie City, Sequestria, Everfree Northwest is still happening. BabsCon, and I suppose there'll be another. I suppose there'll be another Ciderfest. HarmonyCon, that's 6. So TriCon, 7. Yeah, there's still a lot of cons going.
Remember
on.
when there was like
Yeah.
30 or 40 in a
Yeah,
year? That was like insane.
there's a lot that just didn't happen.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, anything near the Midwest? Well, Milwaukee, like Ponyville Ciderfest is happening, and then Winnie City PonyCon, that's in Chicago, next year in April.
Did you already say Everfree Northwest?
Yeah.
Cool.
EFNW.
I hope to go to that one. I probably will end up going to that one. It's good. I think this coming year is going to be somewhat like a victory lap. It's going to be the following year where I think it's going to start really hurting me.
Yeah.
Like hurting. Where it's like, shit, these cons, like
Yeah,
I mean,
unless Gen 5 comes and it's like, oh shit, it's really good.
yeah. But like, I will take BronyCon ending on a high note. A big, massive hurrah with everybody there having a good time. I'd rather face the truth and go out strong than letting it die out slowly any day.
Yeah.
So, like, BronyCon, yeah, send it off. That will forever be a great memory to me. And the other cons that hang around, they'll keep going to them. They want to keep having us. But, like, I do see 2021 as going to be like oh god, here we go, we're starting to really slow down.
Yeah.
Though we're going to other multi-genre contests, like we're kind of starting another chapter at the same time, so
Right.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. James Justice says there was never a pony convention in Georgia, and that makes me sad. Apparently, there's supposed to be one next year, but we still haven't heard anything really. About that.
Sure there will be. Never. Georgia's cursed. It's a cursed state. I know it because I lived there for
Well,
for years.
you're not as cursed as North Carolina. We never had one, and we have a Steven Universe convention. There's a Steven Universe convention happening in Charlotte the same weekend as Ponyville Ciderfest.
I think Steven Universe might be a contender with actually being a show that can have its own cons. Like,
Yeah, but it's like ending. That's the thing. It's like, why did it like take this long for it to have its own cons?
I don't know.
Because everybody jumped on the bandwagon. That's why.
Well, I'll say like a shout out to Pony.
I mean,
for like
same thing happened with ponies, but like quicker.
For a show like My Little Pony to have as many cons as it did, like that's truly remarkable.
Yeah, like it got like Star Trek level, so it's like, wow.
Star Trek,
as far as like how many cons that popped up.
Okay,
because Star Trek has a lot of conventions.
Okay, that's fair. I see what you're saying. Well, how long are we gonna run with this?
We'll go until the end of the hour.
Okay, cool.
So like 13 more minutes.
Any questions from the chat?
Yeah, let's see. Any questions from the chat? Jaxblade, do a face reveal. Where's the baby? There it is.
On a side note, have any of you watched Harvey Street Kids? I have not watched any of that yet.
No. Harvey Birdman.
So yeah, hey you guys, your content was some of the first fan content I ever saw. Thank you for entertaining me since I was the ripe old age of 14. Long live Equestria. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of people that like we met when they were kids that are.
Yeah, Grayson.
Yeah. Like meeting at cons and stuff.
God, I'm feeling old.
So G5 should bring new blood in the fandom. Maybe. We'll see.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah. What do you think about the Roblox fandom right now? Ooh.
That oof sound is legendary. Oof.
See, any significant favorite year in the fandom personally?
2013 was pretty.
Yeah, because I feel like that was like when everything was like peaking.
Yeah, someone
like
just posted
2013 to
this.
2015, it felt like that was happening.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Daily 18 saying G5 better not fuck up on the animation. Yeah, if the animation looks bad, then
Like if it's
yeah,
CGI or something.
yeah, because there's a lot of
Mhm.
rumors that's saying that's going to be CGI. Though
Oh,
that doesn't
damn.
necessarily mean it'll be a bad show. Though there's still a lot of popular
Right.
CGI shows. I mean,
Right.
Miraculous Ladybug is CGI, and that's hugely popular.
That's super popular.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, would you have been okay if MLP would have gotten to One Piece level of episodes, like almost 1,000? No.
Fuck that. No. No. Fuck that. I like One Piece, and I'm saying fuck that. No. 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 Fuck that shit.
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
222 episodes of My Little Pony: Friendship's Magic. I think that's enough.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Why is Daring Do best pony? I almost read that as worst pony, and I gotta be honest, yeah, worst pony. She's just a Rainbow Dash recolor.
Mm.
Yeah, she's not that great.
Yeah, pretty meh.
Oh, super chat from Enigma Prince says, I can't really thank you three enough and the other MLP content makers for all you did and contributed to the MLB fandom, and I consider you guys my friends. Oh, thanks.
Oh, that's
Thanks.
very
Indeed.
nice. That's the. You're a good man, Enigma Prince.
See, what if there was an Equestria Girls episode where Fluttershy as the main protagonist of The Wizard of Oz? That would work, I think.
Their entire series.
No, just for like a special.
Oh, a special? Okay, yeah. Okay, I wouldn't mind. I was like about to say entire series.
See, Human Man asking that's a great screen name.
Yeah, Human Man.
Are you guys gonna continue doing React videos once Brony's React ends? Race is gonna force us, so yes.
Yeah, exactly. You must be
One of those
truly
ways
desperate to
ever.
come to me for help.
Is Sonata Dusk god tier waifu? Yes, she is. She is the best. I love Sonata.
Sunset's pretty bad though, and bad in a good way. Yeah. Boneless is best chicken. Yeah, Pinkie fucked.
Yeah,
got
she did.
down. Pinkie Pie fucked. That's canon.
So how many Bronies React are left? As many as Race will make.
Yeah, exactly.
Race will never give up on him. He's
He'll like.
So how long does Race have to live? That's how long.
Oh wow.
you know he'll keep making them forever.
Yeah, Human Man said, I'm a real human with real human emotions. That sounds like something a non-human would say.
Right. How do you feel about Apple Dash becoming can? I mean, again.
Yeah, it's
open,
ambiguous.
It's up in the air.
Yeah.
It's ambiguous.
I was sad there was no
They didn't-
Fluttercord babies.
I'm glad there wasn't. That would have been weird.
Yeah, that would have been. I would have had a.
I like Fluttershy's design though. It was cute.
Yeah, Fluttershy looked great.
Ooh, estimates on how long the finale react will be. Well, actually, well, I shouldn't reveal anything about it.
Yeah, you shouldn't
Yeah.
reveal anything. Let it be a surprise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What crossover would you wanted to see the most in an episode? Like for MLP?
Star versus. That'd be interesting to see Ponyhead. Wow, what is this? Hey, what are you? Oh, this is fucking creepy. Get the fuck away from me.
Says, isn't there a CGI movie happening? Apparently, like according to some of the leaks, that like G5 is supposed to like start with a movie. So I don't know.
Huh.
Who knows if it'll be
Interesting.
CG though?
Hmm.
Do you think fanfics would be explosive again? Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. No, don't know.
What other show deserves a bigger fandom than it has?
Good question. What do you think?
Fish Police.
Yeah.
Saddle Rash.
You know you made it. Yeah, Saddle Rash definitely.
Mau Mau
there's only 2 of
currently.
us in it.
Watch
Oh, yeah,
Mau Mau.
Mau Mau.
Mau Mau's great.
I will name you Curtis. Dun, 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 dun.
See, what topic or creatures would you have loved to see covered in Friends of His Magic, but didn't get covered much, if at all? Topic or creatures? We never.
What are those wind creatures?
Wendigos?
Yeah, Wendigos. Yeah, those ones, because they always were curious to me.
Yeah. One topic that we got so close to, like almost like multiple times we got so close to, is like, what if somebody doesn't want to be your friend? Like,
Yeah,
we never fully got that lesson, and I'm kind of upset with it that we didn't.
Which is fine. It's fine. But I was hoping that the show would address that as well.
Yeah, because we almost got it in season 4 with Maud, but nope, turned right around.
No Maud.
Mm. But everyone loves Maud.
She actually it really did grow me. Maud's a pretty great character.
Yeah.
Maud's like awesome.
Yeah, rocks.
Rocks. Rocking and rolling. Maud is awesome.
Got another since the Streamlabs.
Okay.
Let's see, another Streamlabs thing says, watch this. Watch what?
Bam. Yeah. Did you know Jim Gizriel is streaming you right now? Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's doing his movie stuff thing.
Yeah, he's doing his movie thing.
See, See, Parker Smith asking, what do you think out of the supporting cast didn't get enough screen time or deserved their own episode?
A supporting cast?
Yeah.
I don't know. Damn.
I'm trying to think of the cast. The supporting cast.
Right.
Oh, somebody said Rarity's parents. We actually didn't see a lot of Twilight's parents. Like, they're just there.
Yeah,
Like, they never really say anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there really was an episode where they had like the forefront of anything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm getting quiet. I'm
Yeah, well, we're 3 more minutes and then we'll head out.
3 more minutes, people. Drop us some good ones.
Yeah, let's drop us some questions.
Applejack is a background character. Oh, well, ha 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 ha.
Would have loved to see more of Autumn Blaze. Yeah,
that
yeah,
was the one who like
Kierans were
fire
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
She turns into the fire one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
She's
we haven't seen Babs very much. Yeah, she was like, season 3, gone.
Yeah, exactly. We never saw her again, did we? Was she even in the Avengers Endgame moment?
I don't know.
Okay, there you go. Homework, people.
I don't know if she showed up again. Because I think there was like something with her and the CMC at some point.
Right.
I don't remember, though.
Right. I can't remember either.
Favorite song from the show? Ooh.
I mean, the last song, every time I hear the last song now, I cry. But it's like, it's not my favorite. Like it's just like if I hear that
the last
song,
song is one of my favorites at this point.
yeah, because it makes me tear up every time.
Yeah.
So
that the Find the Magic one from the Countess Coloratura one, that one's really good.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I am the Countess. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
That's a brief one, but it's good. Razzle dazzle. I mean, I really like Hearts as Strong as Horses. That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, the
It's a workout song.
the song from the Applejack's Parents episode, the Perfect Pair.
Perfect Pair.
Yeah, that one's
That's
really good.
character.
Yeah.
Far away. Dun, 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 and when we are there,
So this the aria is still awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Love is in Bloom is a good jam.
Love it. Oh, Love
Yeah,
is in
yeah.
Bloom is a great
That's
one.
great.
That's a great one. Mm. Apple to the Core is a banger. You're in my head like a catchy.
Yeah, there's a lot of songs from the Equestria Girl stuff that I really like, especially from Rainbow Rocks.
Oh yeah, Rainbow Rocks is like that
Oh,
movie's like bangers. That movie is just great songs.
Yeah.
Agreed. You're never gonna take me down.
It's midnight. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
It's time to shove off.
It's time to shove off. Now
Yeah,
go on.
So
go
yeah,
get your
after
actual
this,
life.
we won't be friends anymore.
We're done.
Yeah.
Everyone's done.
Yeah.
You
everyone's
stink, and I
done.
don't like you. I hate all of you.
Yeah.
Fuck this. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Fuck
we'll see
you.
we'll see you in a couple weeks for the next POS podcast. Yeah, next POS
All
podcast
right.
is going to be the 28th. See you then on the 28th, that Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So see you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Hope you
Have a
had
good
fun
one.
talking about ponies.
MLP forever.
Yeah.
MLP beat Steven Universe. There you go.
All right. Bye.